Shalom and good day all. This is Tehillim29 back again for the Super Sons Fortress of Attitude Adventures of John Kent. I'm not going to mention that other bit, but sticking to the main part, I do want to point out that this comic has actually had a bit of damage, and it's something that's out of the LCS control, so I'm getting this review done before it goes back to the LCS and a replacement comes in. So a quick heads up about this review. So I'll probably try to skip the pages where it's been damaged, and when I'm showing the internal art. So moving into first things first, and that is the rating for the cover. Does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? In some essence it does, to which I give it a 7 out of 10. Now it's time to move into the internal art as we have a look around the beginning, middle, and of course the end. So as we start to jump into the beginning of the story, we catch up with Lex Luthor speaking with this John Kent, the imposter John Kent, which is connected to the Bendis retcon universe, and not the Dan Jurgens, Peter J. Tomasi universe. And we get a bit of a discussion here as to what is happening. I'll now move towards the middle of the story. And as we start to jump towards the middle of the story, we have John Kent meeting up with the Injustice Universe Damian Wayne. And of course, we do get the appearance of a Flash here, but another problem I see with this story is, even though we're in the Injustice universe, it would be nice to know which Flash this is, because it's not very clear. And because of that, this story is going to be losing points once again. Thank you, Tom Taylor. You've shown that all you can write is long story form Injustice stories. And now you're bringing us back to here, and really this story would have been 10 times better if it just, the first half focused on Ultraman instead of moving into your fascist Superman of the Injustice universe. And last but not least, towards the end of the story, to where he has had a bit of experience with some of the people in this universe and why they fear the sign of Superman symbol on his chest. So jumping into the next thing, and that is the rating for the art quality. I must admit, when I saw the art quality of this, sort of like shown on some video reviews, plus also personally looking at it myself, I feel that the art quality has actually really dropped a lot. If anything, it feels like someone's flushed it down the toilet. Compared to some of the art in slightly some of the previous run, it did have some better issues and some better art in it in some places, but not in all places. To which I give the internal art for this a 6.5 out of 10. Now it's time to move into the area of the story rating. And first things first, did we get any comic references? Now, I don't care how long that Tom Taylor has been working in DC Comics, and if he wants to bring something in regards to the Injustice universe, which he's played a part of, it would not have hurt to include, say, maybe an Injustice reference as to when this might be taking place. Because all he's doing now is just creating a new timeline for this Injustice Superman outside of the main timeline of this Injustice Superman. This would have been better if this issue was more centered around Ultraman instead of killing him off in the second. So we got no comic references at all. Gonna lose a lot of bonus points. The next is the area of time. Did we get any indication of time when certain events were happening? No, we didn't, not at all. Next is the location, to which it should have been indicated as to what location in the multiverse this Injustice universe is. That would have really helped a lot. We did get the Hall of Justice. We know that this takes place in the Injustice universe, but we got no idea where it is in the multiverse. We're not being told that. And this is a big fat F, big fat failure for Tom Taylor. So make Tom Taylor broke again. Just kidding. We also got to see the Gotham regime barracks, to which in the area we got to see John encounter Batman as well as Damian Wayne, Robin, and this seems to take place before he is known as Nightwing. The cast of characters consisting of the Injustice Wonder Woman, Injustice Superman, Lex Luthor. We also had John Kent from the Brian Michael Bendis universe, to which it needs a universe of its own because of how much he ruined with the present John Kent and can't even keep in character, let alone with him, and also sometimes Damian. We also have Flash, we had Damian, and we also had Batman. One of the key critical things that I want to bring up, as I sort of indicated earlier, was with the area of the Flash, is that we don't know which Flash this actually is. Like, is it Barry Allen? Is it Wally West? Which Flash is it? And that should have been addressed in the story, and it wasn't, and because of it, this story is getting a really low score. So for the story rating in this overall, it is a 6 out of 10. I will see you again at Super Sun's Fortress of Attitude, to which I think the next one I'll be covering, I don't know if I'll be covering another Adventures of John Kent, Imposter Man, for the next issue. So who knows, I might be able to find something else that is Super Sons related. And we'll see you again at Super Sons Fortress of Attitude.